Greetings, my loyal readers. This is Jay Fine from Fire Andy Reid now here with the my week 2 NFL picks. Last week I went a shocking 14 of 16. I still can't believe that. That's got to be a record for me. It's got to be. I mean, you guys know the rule. I pick a game, you take the other team to Vegas, and bam, you're a millionaire. So, that being said, let's go to this week's. Give me the Atlanta Falcons to beat the Carolina Panthers, if only because Jake Delhomme will probably throw another 10 interceptions. He'd do it against any team. The Minnesota Vikings over the Detroit Lions. The Vikings will probably, the Lions rather, probably will win a game or 2 or 3 this year, but not against the Vikes. They are too good of a team. The Packers over the Bengals. Yeah, wow, what happened last week? Still can't believe that Brandon Stokely is the man and Gus Johnson is still alive. Both miracles. Arizona Cardinals over the Jacksonville Jaguars. This is actually a toss-up for me because the Jags played much better than I thought they would. I thought Peyton Manning would have just romped right over the Jags, like they'd be the lowest in the division, and that didn't happen in the Cards. I expected the Niners to win, but I picked them to win, but I don't know. Like, I knew Arizona would lose that game, but I think they're going to win this one. I really can't explain it. Based on the fact that I think Matt Castle plays this Sunday, I'm going to pick the Chiefs over the Raiders. The New England Patriots over the New York Jets. I have a feeling about Sanchez and the Jets that they might actually be good this year. After I went out last week and said that he'd suck. That was one of the two I got wrong, by the way. I had the Texans last week. Give me the Pats, though. One of those things where I feel like the Jets are going to win, but on paper, I really just can't pick the Jets over the Patriots. Yeah, and this is coming from the guy that's probably going to make a whole lot of absurd picks this year that no one would go with. As much as it pains me to do this, I'm going to have to pick the Saints over the Eagles. Except for one shocking instance where McNabb threw 4 touchdowns on a broken leg 7 years ago. When McNabb is injured at quarterback, he's been completely inept. Kevin Kolb, when he steps on the field, is completely inept. It's amazing. For all the seems like the amazing backup quarterbacks that the Eagles have found over the years. A.J. Feely's first go-around, where everyone loved the guy. Jeff Garcia. Even before Philly, there was Hoy Detmer, and he got hurt, which led to Philly. Where was I? Oh yeah, Eagles. The Eagles defense played phenomenal last week at Carolina, but the Saints offense is going to score points. It's that simple. They are that good, and I give them that respect. And if they can score 14 points in this game, if the Eagles defense can hold the Saints to 14 points, I still don't feel it'll be a close game. Saints defense isn't great, but Kevin Kolb is indeed that inept and that bad. Actually, that defense could score 7 or 14 of those 14 points. Moving on, Tennessee Titans over the Houston Texans. Oh God, the referees. I hope this isn't an AFL legacy game. Anyway, Texans disappointed me big time last week. And Titans have had over a week to prepare. I think that'll be an easy one. Oh, base hit, Phils. First and third with one out on the top of the eighth, already up 3-1. Anyway. Titans over Houston. Next one, Washington over St. Louis. Really, guys, if this game is played in the Edward Jones Dome, I'd be shocked if 10 people attended. Luckily, it's in Washington, where Dan Snyder's sheep will go to the game and the Redskins will win. It's the Rams. High school teams could beat them. No, really, they could. The Buffalo Bills over the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. I'll just say if this game was on a Monday night, I'd have Tampa Bay. The Seattle Seahawks over the San Francisco 49ers. Can we have Mookie and Keith in a steel cage to fight this one out instead? I think that would be much more entertaining to watch. The Pittsburgh Steelers over the Chicago Bears. Gosh darn it, Troy Polamalu got hurt. I could die watching Cutler throw against Polamalu. The over-under, actually, even without Polamalu, I think the over-under on his interceptions is set at 4.5. The Denver Broncos over the Cleveland Browns. Is there really anything more I can say? Sorry, KT. San Diego over Baltimore. Wasn't pretty last week. Won't be pretty this week for the Chargers, but gotta go with them. And in Sunday Night Football, give me the Giants to beat the Cowboys. How about the Phillies game? Oh well. Went to commercial, must be a pitching change. Anyway, Giants over Cowboys. Dallas is overrated, Romo's overrated. Impressed me a little last week, but they did play Tampa Bay. Giants, I don't think they win the NFC East today. And people are claiming they played well. They had a chance, numerous chances in that game to completely bury the Redskins, and it did not happen until late in the game in the fourth quarter, when basically the time caught up to the Redskins. And even then, they still were an onside kick away from a possible win. People have... I'm not sold on the Giants, and a win against Dallas, no matter how big, won't tell me that they'll need to do a lot more to impress me. And Indianapolis over Miami. Can I please shoot the guy who made this, decided that this would be a good idea for a Monday Night Football game? The Colts and the Dolphins. Two teams with no history that... Well, the Dolphins are probably going to be nowhere near as good as last year, and the Colts... We only have Peyton Manning. What more can I say about that? Yeah, it was a pitching change in the game. Well, those are my week 2 picks. And probably sometime after the game on Sunday, I'll probably make another video just summing up my thoughts on the game and Kevin Cobb's ineptitude. It's bound to happen. Maybe the Eagles will wise up and put Garcia in the game, but this is Andy Reid we're dealing with, and Kevin Cobb is his number 2 guy, even though Garcia was lights out as an Eagles quarterback a few years ago. Still the inept Cobb, who plays decent at best against scrubs and quite pathetic against anyone else. Anyone better.